Hello friends, welcome to this YouTube channel. Today we are going to solve numerical problems from Electrical Machine 1 semester examination paper held in December 2017 conducted by West Bengal State Council of Technical Education. Problem number 2b. A 4-pole 220-volt lap-wound DC shunt motor has 500 conductors. It takes 32 ampere from supply mains. The field winding and armature resistances are 110 ohm and 1 ohm respectively. The useful flux per pole is 30 milliweber. We have to determine the speed of the motor. Let us first write down the given data. Terminal voltage V equals to 220 volts. Number of poles of this machine P equals to 4. Useful flux per pole phi equals to 30 milliweber, that is equal to 0.03 Weber. Shunt field resistance RSH equals to 110 ohm. Number of armature conductors Z equals to 500. Armature resistance Ra equals to 1 ohm. Given line current IL equals to 32 ampere. For lap connected armature, number of parallel paths A equals to P, that is equal to 4 for this machine. Now we shall calculate shunt field current. ISH equals to V by RSH, that is equal to 220 divided by 110, that gives us 2 ampere. Now we shall determine armature current. IA equals to IL minus ISH, that is equal to 32 minus 2, that gives us 30 ampere. Expression for back EMF EB equals to V minus IA RA, that is equal to 220 minus 30 into 1, that gives us 190 volts. Again, back EMF EB equals to phi ZNP divided by 60A. Therefore, expression for speed of the motor will be N equals to 60A EB divided by phi ZP. Using values, we get 60 into 4 into 190 divided by 0.03 into 500 into 4, that gives us 760 RPM. Problem number 3b. A 4-pole lap-wound long shunt DC compound generator supplies 25 kilowatt at a terminal voltage of 500 volts. The armature resistance is 0.03 ohm, series field resistance is 0.04 ohm, and shunt field resistance is 200 ohm. We have to calculate the generated EMF. Let us first jot down the given data. Terminal voltage V equals to 500 volts. Output power PO equals to 25 kilowatt. Shunt field resistance RSH equals to 200 ohm. Series field resistance RAC equals to 0.04 ohm. Armature resistance RA equals to 0.03 ohm. Let us first calculate shunt field current. ISH equals to V divided by RSH. Using values, we get 500 divided by 200, that gives us 2.5 ampere. Let us now calculate load current. IL equals to PO divided by V. Using values, we get 25 into 10 to the power 3 divided by 500. That gives us 50 ampere. Now we shall calculate armature current. IA equals to IL plus ISH. Using values we get 50 plus 2.5, that gives us 52.5 ampere. For long shunt compound generator, series field current ISC equals to IA, that is equal to 52.5 ampere. Neglecting brush contact voltage drop, we get expression for generated EMF E equals to V plus IARA plus IAC times RAC. Using values we get 500 plus 52.5 into 0.03 plus 52.5 into 0.04. That gives us 503.675 volts. Problem number 7b. A 25 kilovolt ampere 2000 volt by 200 volt 50 Hz transformer offers its maximum efficiency at 80% of full load. Its per unit resistance and impedance are 0.012 and 0.05 respectively. We have to determine its voltage regulation and efficiency at full load at 0.8 lagging power factor. Let us first jot down the given data. Transformer rating S equals to 25 kilovolt ampere. Per unit resistance R per unit equals to 0.012. Per unit impedance Z per unit equals to 0.05. Given power factor cos phi 2 equals to 0.8 lagging. Therefore, sin phi 2 will be 0.6. According to the problem statement, maximum efficiency occurs at 80% of full load. Therefore, we can write at maximum efficiency X equals to 80%, that is equal to 0.8. Let us first calculate per unit reactance. X per unit equals to root over Z per unit square minus R per unit square. Using values we get root over 0.05 square minus 0.012 square, that gives us 0.0485. Now we shall write down the expression for voltage regulation at lagging power factor, which is equal to R per unit cos phi 2 plus X per unit sin phi 2. Using values we get 0.012 into 0.8 plus 0.0485 into 0.6, that gives us 0.0387 per unit or 3.87%. Expression for per unit resistance R per unit equals to P copper FL by S. Therefore, expression for full load copper loss will be P copper FL equals to R per unit into S. Using values we get 0.012 into 25, that gives us 0.3 kilowatt. We know that at maximum efficiency X equals to root over Pi by P copper FL. Therefore, expression for iron loss will be Pi equals to X square times P copper FL. Using values we get 0.8 square into 0.3, that gives us 0.192 kilowatt. Now we shall write down the expression for full load efficiency. Eta FL equals to S times cos phi 2 divided by S times cos phi 2 plus Pi plus P copper FL. Using values we get 25 into 0.8 divided by 25 into 0.8 plus 0.192 plus 0.3. That gives us 97.56%. Problem number 8b. The test data obtained in a 5 kVA 200 volt by 400 volt 50 Hz transformer is as follows. During open circuit test, instruments were connected on low voltage side. Available data 200 volt, 0.7 ampere, 70 watt. During short circuit test, instruments were connected on high voltage side. Available data 15 volt, 10 ampere, 85 watt. We have to determine equivalent circuit parameters with respect to primary side. Let us first jot down the given data. Transformer rating S equals to 5 kilovolt ampere, that is equal to 5000 volt ampere. Value of high voltage side voltage V1 equals to 400 volts. Value of low voltage side voltage V2 equals to 200 volts. Let us now determine turns ratio. A equals to N1 is to N2, which is approximately equal to V1 is to V2, that is equal to 400 is to 200, that gives us 2 is to 1. From open circuit test data, we get no load loss P0 equals to 70 watt. No load current I0 equals to 0.7 ampere. No load resistance R0 equals to V2 square divided by P0. Using values we get 200 square divided by 70, that gives us 571.4286 ohm. Let us now determine no load power factor. Cos phi 0 equals to P0 divided by V2 into I0. Using values we get 70 divided by 200 into 0.7. That gives us 0.5 lagging. Therefore, sin phi 0 equals to 0.866. Magnetizing component of no load current Im equals to I0 sin phi 0. Using values we get 0.7 into 0.866, that gives us 0.6062 ampere. Now we shall determine no load reactance. X0 equals to V2 by Im, that is equal to 200 divided by 0.6062, that gives us 329.92 ohm. From short circuit test data we get short circuit loss PSC equals to 85 watt. Short circuit voltage VSC equals to 15 volt. Short circuit current ISC equals to 10 ampere. Now we shall determine equivalent resistance referred to high voltage side. Req1 equals to PSC divided by ISC square, that is equal to 85 divided by 10 square, that gives us 0.85 ohm. Now we shall determine equivalent impedance referred to high voltage side. ZEQ1 equals to VSC divided by ISC, that is equal to 15 divided by 10, that gives us 1.5 ohm. Now we shall determine equivalent reactance referred to high voltage side. XEQ1 equals to root over ZEQ1 square minus REQ1 square, that is equal to root over 1.5 square minus 0.85 square, that gives us 1.2359 ohm. Now we shall determine equivalent resistance referred to low voltage side, that is primary side. REQ2 equals to REQ1 divided by A square. Using values we get 0.85 divided by 2 square, that gives us 0.2125 ohm. Equivalent reactance referred to low voltage side, XEQ2 equals to XEQ1 divided by A square. Using values we get 1.2359 divided by 2 square, that gives us 0.309 ohm. So today we have solved numerical problems from Electrical Machine 1 semester examination paper held in December 2017, conducted by West Bengal State Council of Technical Education. Hope this lecture has been useful for you. If you have any suggestion or question, please drop it in the comment section below. If you have liked this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Thank you.